Hi everybody, I'm here today with the Not Too Shabby design team. I have a stamp set called Balloon Ride from Paperie Ink. First time I've ever made a card using this line of stamps. As you can see, the hot air balloons have three sizes. There's some really cute little critters, monkeys, giraffes, and rabbits, some flowers, some sentiments. One says, "Hope you reach new heights." The other says, "The beginning of something beautiful," and there are some hearts and stars at the bottom in a garland format that you can use to decorate your balloons with. Here's the prototype card that I made. As a sample, I always try to make my card first and then make one on my video, just so that I have a sense of where I'm going. And I think it turned out really good. I'm just going to make a couple little changes. This is a slimline card, and I used a piece of green heavy duty cardstock for my card base, and it's going to fit inside a long envelope, the kind that you would use to send your bills in. These slimline cards are very popular right now, and I certainly enjoy making them. Another product that I used is a slimline die set from Trinity Stamps. This is the scalloped frames and banners die set that I also purchased from Not Too Shabby. And I'm actually going to use the largest frame in my project. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is create some clouds in the background using this cloud stencil from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. I'm going to be using Spun Sugar, Tumbled Glass, Shaded Lilac, Distress Oxide inks for my clouds. I also have a green color for my grass at the bottom of the panel, Cracked Pistachio. I'm going to use this as a laminated graph sheet of paper just to protect my mat. I try to keep my mat as clean as possible so it'll last for a long time. This mat is by Altenew, and I'll have a link below on where you can get it from. I do have the Tim Holtz glass media mat, but it does produce a glare because of the lights that I use in my videos when I'm making my videos. So I try to use the Altenew mat when I'm making the videos so that you don't have to see the glare. Okay, again, this is a design team video for Not Too Shabby. You'll see in the description box below a link to the Not Too Shabby shop, and there's a discount code for 10% off your entire order. There's some exclusions, but 10% off if you use the discount below and use my affiliate link, and I will get a small percentage back that I could use then to purchase more stamps from Not Too Shabby and things that I could show on my YouTube channel. So supporting me is something that I ask you to do by using my affiliate link, and I appreciate all of you that have done that so far. Also, the Not Too Shabby shop offers free shipping on orders $35 and over, which is a great bargain. They have a rewards program. They have a Facebook fan page group that you can join for a chance to post your projects made with Not Too Shabby items. And they also have their own YouTube channel. I would encourage you to check out that Facebook page. You'll see a lot of nice creations. And with Not Too Shabby, not only do they carry other companies' stamps and dies and products, but Jamie, the owner, also has created her own line of stamps and digital images. So very versatile shop. So as you can see, I'm just slightly offsetting the stencil as I go further and further down using the same colors of Distress Oxide that I started with. It's just a nice subtle background that using the Distress Oxide inks is easy. Using the blending brushes makes using the Distress Oxide inks easy. I'm going to fast forward this through the rest of the ink blending with my stencil. Again, I'll have a link below to where you can get the stencil. It's from Blue Knight Rubber Stamps. I really like this stencil. I have a couple other ones that are clouds. They're just too big. I find this to be easy for me to use no matter what size my card is. These clouds remind me of cotton candy sunsets. How beautiful. And I'm just alternating back and forth between colors. This is the Spun Sugar, and I have Tumbled Glass, and then I have Shaded Lilac. And these blending brushes are from the Dollar Tree. Yes, that's right, folks, the Dollar Tree. They're nice and firm. Some of the blending brushes that are out there on the market are just kind of, the neck just bends really easily, and you could pretty much bend it all the way back on itself. For me, I have arthritis in my hands. That's not helpful. Having this more of a stick-like handle is better for me. I don't have to press as hard down when I am ink blending, and it stays firm so that I can hold it by the handle instead of having to hold it by the top of the ink blender, which is like the head where all the bristles are and everything. A lot of times you'll see folks making card videos and they'll be holding their tool that by that end, and it's because of the handles. When you don't feel like you have a very sturdy handle, you'll grab hold of the top of the brush instead. Now, because this is a stitched border die that I have my white panel, I did not ink blend outside the stitching. So this was something that was really important to me because I want to keep that scalloped edge nice and white. I didn't want my ink to go beyond there. All right, so this stamp set features some really adorable hot air balloons, and I'm zooming in, and this is new for me. I've never zoomed in as close as this before, but I know that it helps you see my coloring. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that really enjoy watching the coloring. So, please bear with me and have patience because I haven't been using alcohol markers for a very long time. I'm learning. But this is BG15, which is aqua, and the Copic sketch. This is 89 with Ohuhu markers. This one has a bullet nib, and I didn't realize they were so closely related. They're almost exact same color. So believe it or not, I can't really tell the difference between the Ohuhu and the the Copic sketch. This is the Ohuhu, and what I do a little bit later is I go in and outline that color with a darker teal color so that it's not basically the two same colors right on top of each other. But I do like that color. And I'm going to go in with a peachish, orangish color. I like peach and green together. When I got married, our colors in our weddings were peach and mint green. So it has a little sentimental place in my heart when I see those two colors together. And this is YR02 Light Orange from Copic Sketch. There is something to be said about those brush nibs compared to the Ohuhu bullet nibs. The brush nibs, when you're coloring in a large section, and that's not really a very large section right there, but when you're coloring in, it goes a lot quicker. This is that other color from Ohuhu that I thought I would add in just to define the different panels inside this hot air balloon. And I'm sorry I forgot to lay the cap up for that color. This set has 3 different hot air balloons. This is number 96 Ohuhu, and small, medium, large hot air balloons. And you don't really have to cut out the white that is from the space between the top of the basket and the bottom of the hot air balloon, because the critters that go tuck themselves inside of the balloon, they pretty much cover that white area. This is a warm gray 4, WG4 with Ohuhu, and I'm just using that to finish off my basket. And then I take the number 58, there you go, that's the number I picked up. That's the more teal color. And I went and I outlined the hot air balloon. When I cut this with my brother's Scan and Cut, I left a like 1 tick of space for my outline, which I think it looks really nice. And these would be easy to fussy cut if you don't have a brother's Scan and Cut. Earlier, off the screen, I colored in the second to the largest hot air balloon, which would be the medium size, and this is the tiny hot air balloon. Okay, we have a purple color from Ohuhu. And then I'm going to grab my number 77, which is a little bit of a deeper purple, and that will be my color for the outside of my little panel here. They're pretty small panels at this point, sections of panels here at this point. Then I'm going to go on with number 84. That was my sort of like my lighter purple color. Then I'm going to go in with number 6, which is a fuchsia pink, and outline those panels of the hot air balloon, sort of like my darkest color. And then in the inside, number 17, which is a lighter pink color, number 17. Ohuhu markers. I'm just going to use the warm gray 4 to outline my basket. I'm going to color this entire bottom of the balloon in with number 17 with Ohuhu. And then I take that same color and I color the basket in with it. And I like that a lot. I wish I would have done that with my bigger balloon. So, all right, so I'm really extremely zoomed in at this point. You can see the cute giraffe and the monkeys, which they're sideways right now. There's the balloon that I colored in before I went to record. It's like bright blues, but now that I'm zoomed in, you can see the detail on that cloud background, and you can see the different colors that I used for my distress oxides. I do realize that I am zoomed in really close, and I do zoom out. Just give me a second and that'll happen. And there's the little cute little bunny rabbits that go inside that basket of that balloon. I mean, they're just so adorable. Sort of like it's like a mama and a baby with the critters, mama and baby bunny, mama and baby mumpkin, monkey, pumpkin, and then mama and baby giraffe. And then the sentiments. I'm going to pop those up on foam dots, and I'm going to fast forward at this point because the rest is just me gluing and adhering everything down to the panel. You'll see at the bottom of this, I have the flower that I colored in before doing the video, and I used the different colors of pinks and purples, same colors that I used up in that pink and purple hot air balloon. And these are just cute little garlands. One's hearts and one's stars. And I'm going to use those to decorate hot air balloons. So hold on a second and we will fast forward through this section and I'll see you in a second. Now that we have all of our components popped up on foam dots, I'm just going to let you know the top sentiment says the beginning of something beautiful. The top balloon has the pink and purple with the giraffes, and the next one has the blue and the yellow with the monkeys. The sentiment reads, Hope you reach new heights, which I cut in two. And then the bottom balloon has the peach or the orange and the teal colors with the bunny rabbits. And then at the very bottom is the floral, like a bush, a bush with flowers. So I hope that you enjoyed this card making video for Not Too Shabby. Please subscribe to my channel and ring the bell so that you're notified of future videos. I do post videos at least once a week, if not more. I do lives at least once a week, if not more. And I also do a lot of giveaways. I recently reached a milestone of 1,000 subscribers, so I've been doing a lot of giveaways, and some of them are announced and some of them aren't. So you'll just have to tune in if you would like your chance to win. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day. Bye bye.